Law enforcement in the UK has made significant strides against cybercrime, arresting 2 teenagers linked to a major cyber attack on Transport for London in August 2024. This incident not only disrupted public transportation but also raised concerns about the vulnerability of critical national infrastructure. On September 19, 2025, the National Crime Agency announced the arrests of Thalha Jubair, 19, and Owen, 18. Both individuals are believed to be part of the Scattered Spider hacking group. Flowers had previously been detained in connection with the TfL attack, but was released on bail before further evidence connected him to additional cybercrimes targeting U.S. healthcare companies. Next, we'll explore the details of the charges against Jubair and Flowers, the implications of their actions, and the broader impact on cybersecurity. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. The timeline of the TfL cyber attack and subsequent arrests illustrates a complex web of cybercrime that has significant implications for both the UK and international security. The attack on Transport for London in August 2024 marked a turning point, drawing attention to the vulnerabilities in critical national infrastructure. Following the incident, the UK National Crime Agency, NCA, intensified its focus on cyber threats, particularly from organized groups like Scattered Spider. On September 19, 2025, the NCA confirmed the arrests of Thalha Jubair and Owen Flowers, both linked to the TfL attack. These arrests were not isolated incidents. They were part of a broader crackdown on cybercriminal activities that have escalated over the past few years. Importantly, Flowers had previously faced arrest in September 2024 but was released on bail. His rearrest underscores the ongoing nature of investigations into his activities, which extended beyond the UK to target US healthcare networks, highlighting a transnational dimension to the threat. The legal ramifications for Jubair are particularly severe, as he faces multiple charges, including conspiracies related to extensive computer fraud and money laundering. The U.S. Department of Justice's involvement signifies the international reach of these cybercrimes, with Jubair's alleged activities resulting in over $115 million in ransom payments across numerous victims. The sophisticated methods employed by these hackers, including social engineering techniques, reveal the evolving tactics used by cybercriminals to exploit weaknesses in both corporate and governmental cybersecurity measures. Moreover, the seizure of cryptocurrency wallets linked to Jubair, valued at approximately $36 million, illustrates the financial motivations driving such cyber attacks. The scale of these operations raises critical questions about the effectiveness of current cybersecurity protocols and the necessity for enhanced collaboration between international law enforcement agencies to combat the growing threat of cybercrime effectively. As the investigation continues, the implications of these arrests extend beyond legal consequences. They serve as a stark reminder of the persistent and evolving threats posed by cybercriminals, necessitating ongoing vigilance and adaptation in cybersecurity strategies across the globe. The recent arrests of Thalha Jubair and Owen Flowers highlight not only the immediate consequences for Transport for London but also the broader implications for cybersecurity and law enforcement in the UK and beyond. The disruption caused by the TfL cyber attack serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities facing critical infrastructure, prompting urgent calls for enhanced cybersecurity measures across public services. In the wake of these arrests, the National Crime Agency, NCA, has underscored the need for collaboration between law enforcement and private sector entities to bolster defenses against such cyber threats. This incident has catalyzed discussions about the importance of investing in advanced cybersecurity technologies and training for personnel within vulnerable sectors, particularly transportation and healthcare. Moreover, the international dimension of the case, with charges stemming from activities that affected U.S. entities, raises questions about jurisdiction and the need for global cooperation in combating cybercrime. The U.S. Department of Justice's involvement exemplifies the interconnected nature of modern cyber threats, where criminals operate across borders, exploiting weaknesses in systems worldwide. The financial implications are equally significant. The estimated $115 million in ransom payments underscores the economic impact of cybercrime, prompting businesses and governments to re-evaluate their risk management strategies. As organizations face increasing threats, there is a growing recognition that proactive measures, including threat intelligence sharing and incident response planning, are essential to mitigate risks. Finally, the legal repercussions for the arrested individuals may set a precedent for how young offenders in cybercrime cases are prosecuted. With potential sentences reaching up to 95 years for Jubair, the case could influence future legal frameworks and approaches to dealing with cybercriminals, particularly those who exploit sophisticated techniques to evade detection. This evolving landscape necessitates a comprehensive response that balances accountability with the need for rehabilitation in addressing youth involvement in cybercrime. As law enforcement agencies continue to address the challenges posed by cybercrime, the arrests of Thalha Jubair and Owen signal a pivotal moment in the fight against hacking groups like Scattered Spider. Their actions, which have impacted both UK and US entities, highlight the need for a coordinated international response to cyber threats. In light of these recent developments, law enforcement is expected to strengthen partnerships with cybersecurity firms and international agencies, enhancing information sharing and collaboration to preemptively thwart similar attacks. The National Crime Agency has indicated a proactive approach, aiming to bolster defenses for critical infrastructure, especially as the threat landscape evolves. Moreover, the financial implications of cybercrime cannot be overlooked. The staggering ransom payments reported by the U.S. Department of Justice underscore the need for organizations to invest in robust cybersecurity measures. This includes not only technological defenses but also employee training to recognize and resist social engineering tactics that hackers frequently employ. The legal ramifications for the accused also serve as a warning to potential cybercriminals. With charges that could lead to decades in prison, the judicial system is beginning to reflect the severity of cyber offenses. This could deter future attacks and encourage other nations to adopt similarly stringent measures against cybercriminals operating within their jurisdictions. As the digital landscape becomes increasingly complex, ongoing education and adaptation will be vital. Law enforcement and cybersecurity experts must continuously update their strategies to keep pace with the rapid evolution of cyber threats. The recent arrests are just one step in a broader initiative to create a safer digital environment for both public and private sectors. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.